His is a little different. He has the downside of the orange one that was done. It's consumer. You need to learn to comb straight through from the scalp out. That's all I can really say about it. It's very consumer. You know, you've got your little bob. It's just that it's not clean. So you being a judge, I would expect it to be clean, because that's the first thing you look for. Line, design, texture, and how clean it is. Am I right? Okay. But that's why I told you to recomb that and make that real clean. Like if I was to take, for instance, this comb and hold it, it's got so much hairspray in it. Even a little bang like this, it's just got so much hairspray in it that it's so stiff that you need to soften it up to where it's shiny, and your base there needs to come down to the head.
Is it just a little fluffy coming out? Like feeling it? Like it's coming out from there? Is that what you're...
It's a total disconnection. It's in the blow dry.
Yeah.
The blow dry technique would mean to bring that bang. Think of a consumer where you're just blow drying a bang. You know, it really is the same, and that's what makes it. See, he's got a separation here from the line. This all needs to continue into that movement. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way when you go behind the ear, there's no hole right here.
Right.
But that's just lifted up off the base, and it's a little bit of how, you know, spraying it and doing it or whatever. If you set this with rollers the night before, you would never have to use your curling iron on this again. Ever. That's why I'm trying to teach you how to do things without overdoing it.
Right.
You know, it'll drive you crazy if you think, I've got to do this and on the floor, and I got to do this on the floor. On the floor, all you need to do is make sure when you go out there that they can't tell this was curled. I don't care if you brush the shit out of it, oil it, whatever, and then round brush it. I'll guarantee you when you stick those hot rollers back in it, if you don't go from a clean head of hair, that mannequin will look as like it's been, and we're going to do that in a minute. We're going to do it in time. I'm going to make you all brush it out. But I want you to fix this real quick before we start on the next thing. I want you to try to bring that wave in here and then go back behind the ear. Because it's kind of in the... She's losing her head. See right here? You need to pull that forward, that whole back wave. All of this should spin around a little bit into that so that you don't have a hole right there. Then when you go back, it's connected. And then when you're lifting up, this is all connected from here to here. It goes from big to when you lift up, it'll be a little small right behind it, but it still won't have a hole in it right there. So just blow that area for me, and then, you know, and brush through everything nice with a little bit of oil this time, just a little bit. Because if you were gonna go on the competition floor, the night before, you would set everything except for the curly texture. You wanna get that almost straight like you would competition. Do not set your curly texture. After you combed it out in the room and you practiced it one time, do not set this unless you just take big rollers just to keep it so it doesn't get humid. Just take some big rollers and set in it. That way you still have memory in your hair.
Yeah.
Then, when you get ready to go out on the competition floor, your oils are too heavy. So you want to hold your oil up here, you want to spray it, and you want to take it out with it all combed back so that they don't come through and see that you preset anything. You want to take it out there already combed back straight.
Okay.
Then they'll leave you the hell alone pretty much.
That bang area, when it's combed
They don't
back,
care.
it's going to fall forward
Well,
regardless,
it's
right?
not going to matter.
Because
You could comb, but don't make it look like you combed it already. Just kind of run through it and leave it
Okay.
alone.
So it looks
Got it.
kinda-
Make it look weird, like you didn't comb it.
Right.
Okay.
Good. Because you know if it's blow dried right flat, it's not
Here you
gonna...
go, Ricky. But yeah, as long as you, come here, come up here real close. As long as you get, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I just did? I just pushed, it's right here. You just gotta push.
So you need to mold it.
You need to mold it when you blow it, in your blow dry. In the actual blow dry when you're doing it. You know what I mean? Mold that in, and then that way when you go to comb it, see, now it's connected. Okay, good. That's the only thing.